Well, the issue of concubinage is a very important topic in studying slavery and studying actually violence against women, very specifically, uh, because concubinage was widespread in many parts of West Africa before the colonial period and lasting through the colonial period, uh, particularly in Muslim areas. And indeed, in Islamic law, concubinage is a clearly defined status. It has certain rights and obligations and responsibilities and so on, which makes the condition of the woman a little bit different than in other slave systems where there may not be any rights for women, particularly in this case, rights related to the status of the children of the mother. Where in Islamic law, the status of the children depends on the status of the father. If the father's a free man, the children are free. And in case of a concubinage, in case of a concubine, the father had to be free, had to be a master, had to be a free man, had to be a wealthy man who could actually take care of his children and make sure they all got educated equally, whether their mothers were of slave status or free status, and then did so. And that was, uh, which I think really highlights a dimension of slavery and violence against women that has to be put in historical context. Because in the case of slavery, obviously there's violence against whoever is enslaved, woman or man or boy or girl, it doesn't matter. The person is violated, they're turned into property, they're bought and sold. Anything can happen to them. Not normally that they would be beaten or really punished in severe ways, but even that was very possible and with no recourse. So slavery as such was violence, and concubinage was specifically targeting young females and catching them and really enslaving them so that there was real violence involved. On the other hand, very different from more recent examples of violence against women because as with concubinage, most of the women were captured in war, so that they are a product of war. And just as in the modern conditions, where there's been a lot of violence against women in the context of wars in different parts of Africa in particular.